Welcome back to Guru Beauty. Today I'm sharing with you my beauty empties of late. So this is where I tell you about the products that I've had a chance to use all the way through, and I'll let you know whether I would intend to repurchase or not, and certainly whether I would recommend to you or not. This is a volumizing shampooing conditioner from L'Occitane. It was very, very highly recommended to me in store. I really didn't like it. It's for fine and normal hair. I think this is one that is probably good in terms of not containing, you know, sodium lauryl sulfate, but it kind of, I don't know, it didn't lather. The shampoo didn't lather. I felt like the conditioner wasn't very rich, and I guess that's what you get for volumizing products. It may have volumized a little bit, but I did not enjoy the experience of using it, so that's one that I would not recommend or repurchase. Another hair product here from Batiste dry shampoo. I feel like Batiste does a great job with dry shampoos. You do need to be careful that you follow the instructions, that you shake it, you hold it far enough away from your head, and that you also let the product sit in your hair and do its work before you comb through or massage with your fingers, and you'll be happy. I think it does a great job of soaking up the oils on day 2 and 3, and does a little bit of texturizing too. So I do recommend Batiste. It's up there. It's probably my third or fourth favorite dry shampoo. From Lush now, this is a Calmer Cream hand and body lotion, and they say it's for calmer chameleons everywhere. A light body cream with our signature best-selling Calmer perfume. When I smelt the Calmer perfume itself at the Lush store, I really didn't like it. It was very, very intense, but I love the Calmer Cream hand and body lotion. It kind of has a little bit of an orangey, sherbety type smell to it. It's a beautiful hand and body lotion. I pretty much use that on my body rather than my hands, but I loved it. This is definitely a scent that lingers on your skin as well. I'm a huge fan. I would repurchase and I would recommend it. I've also finished up my very, very last box of the Crest 3D White Strips with Advanced Seal. Many of you have seen my teeth whitening video that I released sometime in the last year, and then I also gave you a bit of an update about a new line of Oral-B White Strips that also have the Advanced Seal. The new Oral-B White Strips stick a lot better to your teeth, and they leave a whole lot less gunk than the original ones. So I just finished up my very last 1 or 2 Crest 3D White Strips with Advanced Seal. I was just hanging on to them for dear life because I didn't want to finish them whilst we could not get something similar in Australia. But now with Oral-B we can. I am using the Oral-B ones right now. I'm really quite liking them because you have to leave the Oral-B ones on for an hour because they have a lower hydrogen peroxide concentration than the Crest ones. They almost stick even more than the Crest ones. The Crest ones are once a day for 30 minutes, but the Oral-B ones really stick, and they leave a little bit of residue on your teeth, but it's not gunky. It's more like you have to work quite a bit to get it off. So I like the Oral-B ones enough definitely to stick with those because they're so much more easily accessible and really quite affordable for Australian prices versus what Americans pay for Crest 3D White Strips equivalent. Anyway, enough about that. Goodbye Crest. Oh, you've been good. I'm going to go to Oral-B because they are all over Priceline now. I have also finished up a Paula's Choice HYDRALIGHT Healthy Skin Refreshing Toner. This one was sent to me. It's designed for normal oily combination skin. I really quite enjoyed this. 100% fragrance free with no added dyes and no animal testing. I really have been very impressed with the Paula's Choice skincare that I have used over the years. Most of the products, yeah, all of them have been very, very nice to use. So I would definitely recommend that. Also, I love that it's a toner specifically for normal oily combination skin. I have also gotten rid of this little concealer from M.A.C. This is the Select Cover Up in the shade NW25. This is actually a really nice kind of everyday concealer, great for the face. I'm just getting rid of it because it's separated. It's just too old. So I would definitely consider repurchasing if I didn't have a drawer full of concealer. But yeah, a nice one. A nice one. I have also finished up a cleansing oil from D.H.C. I got this one from cosmed.com.au. I think the address is actually starts with the AU. I'll include a link down below. But this is a lovely Japanese facial cleansing oil. This one has been around for a long time. It's not necessarily one of the cheapest facial cleansing oils, but very, very nice. I do love that it comes with a pump. I love that you can see exactly how much product you've got left, and it just does a great job. I love cleansing oils. D.H.C definitely did not disappoint. I'm going to keep this pump for those facial cleansers that are actually made without a pump for some strange reason. I will make use of that pump. Finished up a deodorant, yes, the Rexona Invisible Dry Black and White. What I liked about this is that it is anti-white and it's also anti-yellow stains and sweat. So it's appropriate for those of you who like to wear lots of black clothes and don't like deodorant to leave white marks on those. Also great for those of you who like to wear white clothes, white blouses, white t-shirts, and you don't want that yellowing under your, arms that can sometimes happen from your antiperspirant deodorants or just sweat in general. I have repurchased and continue to repurchase the Rexona Invisible Dry Black and White. I definitely would recommend. I am also getting rid of this product. This is a great hairspray. This has been repurchased by me probably 20 times. This is the Catwalk by TG Mystique, Sleek Mystique Look Lock hairspray for light movable hold. I really quite enjoy this hairspray quite a lot whenever I'm curling my hair with an iron of any sort. This is a really nice one to sort of lock it in. It's nice and lightweight. It's quite a heavy fragrance, but a really nice product. The reason that I'm getting rid of this though, I actually still have probably that much product in there, but the nozzle's done. There's nothing that comes out. I've washed it. I've tried. I don't know. It's like it didn't have enough aerosol in it to use the whole can. So that is quite disappointing. I probably could take it back to the store, but my local Priceline doesn't stock this. So I'll probably just chuck it and I'd probably buy it again. It's the first time that's ever happened with that product. I'm also getting rid of this product. This is a Lioele Triple the Solution BB Cream. It's been in my collection for quite some time. Despite how fabulous it looked on SharnXO all those years ago when I got it, this always just looked yucky on my face. It looked very, very white. I found that it never sort of color adjusted. It was quite shiny and I was not a fan, despite the fact that it's SPF 30, whitening they say, and wrinkle care. You know what I've discovered? I don't want a whitening wrinkle care. I just want wrinkle care. Getting rid of this one. This is a mascara from Lorac. It's the Multiplex 3D Lashes. Not a fan. I didn't like it. I would not recommend. I feel like it's one of those mascaras that doesn't really volumize or thicken, or maybe it just lengthens. I don't like those mascaras. Also saying goodbye finally to the Urban Decay Lush Lash System. I think that it worked. I think that my Revitalash did a better job. I think this is quite expensive for what it is, and I think I had mediocre results with this. I think I did a review video. I really can't remember what I said back then, but I will include a link down below to that video if you're curious about the Urban Decay Lush Lash. I'm also throwing away a finished Elemis Spa Home Skin Nourishing Shower Cream. It is body soothing. It's an enriching shower cream. I'd agree with all of that. It did a lovely job in a loofah, just sudsing up beautifully, and it felt nourishing on the skin. Beautiful, lovely, light fragrance. I would recommend. I'm also throwing away an empty bottle of this Daiso detergent for puff and sponge. It is a really lovely product for very effectively cleaning your makeup brushes and also your beauty blender type sponges. It's also very, very inexpensive. I think maybe $2 for a bottle. So I've been lucky enough to have been introduced to this product by the lovely Aish, who I met here on YouTube. Hi Aish, I haven't spoken to you for ages. I hope that you are well, but not as easily accessible as I would like. I can't get it online or very easily at all anywhere in Perth. So if you do have access to a Daiso store, this is definitely one to check out. I've been using the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 magical hemp soap in all kinds of different flavors and scents to do my brushes, but this is a really fantastic one. I would recommend to you, and I would repurchase if I had the opportunity. Back to teeth whitening. I have finished up this teeth whitening mouthwash. This is the Colgate Optic White Sparkling Fresh Mint. I have been using the Listerine whitening mouthwash for years and years and years, but this was a new one, relatively new in the last year. Also, Oral-B has launched a whitening one. Really, it's just when I'm near the end of my whitening mouthwash, whatever's on sale, I'll buy it. I think they all do a decent job. I don't think that this alone is going to give you, noticeable whitening. If this is the only whitening product that you use for, yellowed teeth, if you drink coffee or a lot of red wine, that kind of thing, or if you smoke. But I do think that this is a nice product to sort of supplement your teeth whitening efforts, whether you whiten your teeth with a toothpaste or with whitening strips, whatever, you may as well help to maintain that with a whitening mouthwash. I have for years, and this is great. I quite like the Colgate version. I have also finished up a Skindinavia makeup finishing spray. This is the BRIDAL. It's a fine mist. It's oil-free. It's paraben-free. This is one that you shake very well before you use. It was okay. For a holy grail product for many, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me. I don't get very excited about this spray more than any other spray. This one, they say, is designed to be finishing your makeup, to make your makeup more long lasting, to actually control the oils. But I don't know, I feel like I would probably get the same results from my Fix Plus. Maybe my senses are just not, I don't know, fine enough to notice the differences, but I really don't notice the difference between this one versus another spray. So I recommend them. They're fine. I love face sprays, but it just doesn't blow me away like the holy grail that it is for many people out there. This is a product that I finished up some time ago. It's from the line Nip and Fab, which I don't know. Does Kylie Jenner still love Nip and Fab? Who knows? But Kylie Jenner used to love Nip and Fab very, very much. This is the GLYCOLIC Scrub. It's a triple action facial polish. Contains 3% glycolic acid. Love glycolic. It does a great job. I don't know if it smells like apples or just chemicals or what, but the smell was, I don't know, I'd like something to smell a little bit better if I'm being really picky about whether I'd repurchase or not, but definitely the graininess was very nice of this in this product. So the actual scrub, it kind of felt like granules of sand. It did feel like you were actually polishing your face. So I quite liked that from the scrubbing kind of smoothing side of things. I've also finished up a little sample size of the Charlotte's Magic Creme Treat and Transform Moisturizer SPF 15. I love it. Now, apparently there's two different formulations according to what country you're in. I got this from the UK. I got this from Net-a-Porter, so I think this is the UK version, and I love it. It's the most beautiful product as a base for under makeup. Very, very radiant, luminous skin under makeup. Beautiful product. I think the US version is different, and I have no idea which one they released in Australia. No idea at all. I also have finished up speaking of teeth whitening again, the Colgate Optic White Express White toothpaste. I think that if you want white teeth, a whitening toothpaste is a good way to go. Also throwing away another bottle of the Olay Regenerist Miracle Boost Youth Pre-Essence. You know what I think of this product. I love it. It's divine. It works wonders on my skin. I would recommend it. Also, I have finished up a Philosophy Purity 3-in-1 cleanser for face and eyes. I cycle in and out of liking this product and not liking this product. I don't particularly like the fragrance, or maybe it's fragrance free, but it just smells not great. It doesn't take off eye makeup. I certainly wouldn't rely on it for taking off any makeup, but it's a nice cleanser for like the morning time. It doesn't have any nasties in it, I think, from memory. It's just a nice, decent, generally gentle cleanser. So I do, the pure, I have repurchased the Purity. I would repurchase, I'd recommend it. Also throwing out the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I was never a fan of that one. Like the others, I feel like it was maybe lengthening, but it did nothing for the volume, density of my lashes. So I will not be recommending that one. This was a nice one. This is a Paula's Choice Resist Anti-Aging Eye Cream with shea butter and peptides. They say that it softens the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. I would say I don't really know if I noticed the difference between, you know, with wrinkles and fine lines, but I felt like it was a decently hydrating treatment for the under eye. And then very finally, I used up a little sample sachet of the Skindinavia GLYCOLIC Cleanser, 12%. So it's 12% glycolic. I have purchased and repurchased the Skindinavia GLYCOLIC Cleanser. Skindinavia is an Australian skincare brand. They often use quite a bit of tea tree in their skincare products, so you definitely have that scent. And this one with 12% glycolic, they say, is for most skin types except for red, irritated or sensitized skin. You don't need much of this product at all, the tiniest amount, so it makes it quite affordable because it will last you forever. And they actually say to make the best use of the glycolic ingredient is to lather over your face for 30 seconds while you're washing. I actually use this with my Clarisonic on a daily basis and quite like it in the morning as a nice morning cleanser. That, my friends, is all of my empties for the month. I hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to let me know what you have finished up over the last month. I would love to hear from you, and definitely, if you have the time, let me know whether you liked it or if you didn't, what you thought of it and why. Thank you in advance. Have yourself an absolutely gorgeous day, and please don't forget, you are absolutely beautiful. It's all lovely to look beautiful, but it's so much more important to be beautiful. So don't forget to share that with the world too. I will see you again really, really soon. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye.